Welcome to the Creative Plan Podcast Network. Join us as we share our favorite RPGs, one-shot games, tabletop games, reviews of items, and convention panels, and other exciting things that we run into from time to time. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion to Ragnarok story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening. Thank you.
And your fabrics.
Yes, well, when can take a while to get there, but they're getting better about time, because of course things are moving faster now.
Right.
Yeah. But and one fat quarter is about like $10.50.
That's not awful.
No, because it's hand printed, or not printed, it's like they have to print it, and you don't get the full fat quarter.
Right. Okay.
Because of course, since what they're doing is they're printing all these fat quarters on one thing, so it's going to have a white cotton edge to it. But still, even with that, I'm able to get 2-3 masks of the sculpted style out of it, or 2 out of the
folded style.
Yeah. So that's not that bad. If I'm going to wear a mask, I also have my Star Wars mask, the first one I made myself. But these have elastic, so
nice.
They're much more comfortable. And I lined these two in old pillowcases.
Awesome.
Oh, nice.
Really old. So they're super
and
light and soft. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Mom was just going to get rid of them anyways because they don't have matchings. I'm like, nope. Washed those up, took them, and I'm using them for the backings of masks.
Cute. Excellent.
I was going to say, did you share pictures of your mask?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I have a text up with Evie and Jocelyn.
Oh, okay.
And now we can hear you, Jim.
Yay!
Thank you.
We are seriously meta. Because we've got Skype and Roll20 open and a text message.
There you go. Yeah. And we're messaging in Skype while talking on Skype.
I know.
It's madness. It's madness.
This is the world we now live in.
Yes. This is our life.
You know what? It lets me talk live to you folks.
Yay.
And that is like hella cool.
Yeah.
That is like hella awesome.
Hella awesome.
Much needed.
Interaction. Well, I need contact with my people. I do.
On the plus side, like I've told with some of my other gaming groups, folks that never would have gamed online are gaming online because of the COVID-19. So at least we're forcing some of the neckbeards to become modernized and use technologies.
You know what? Having the technologies means we can contact each other.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When me and my siblings were looking for my dad because we didn't know where he was, how we finally found him is we put it out on Facebook, and a friend of a friend of a friend happened to be in Bangkok and went and found his ass.
That's just amazing.
Totally random and
really small. Well, I mean, in the Mormon community, it was a friend of a friend, and this friend of a friend was actually on a mission this time.
Gee, that is awesome.
Thanks.
Did we share something via side message?
For Gish, she made a wedding dress out of plastic bags, it looks like.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it's fucking fabulous.
It had to
I
be.
love the bow on the ass.
It needed a butt bow. It had to be made out of recyclable plastic grocery bags and other plastic recyclables. So the whole thing is made out of plastic.
That is awesome.
It's fabulous.
And Jim, I already posted it all over Facebook. So
onto Facebook.
The collar is particularly lovely.
Yes.
Thank you.
I love the
Look at the
tiered buckles
delicacy
though
of
on the
that.
bustle.
Thank you.
Yes. That is
Well, I did make a bustle cage out of heavy-duty cable ties and bubble paper, bubble wrap. So there is a bustle underneath all that nonsense.
That is lovely. That is so freaking
Well, that
beautiful.
explains why it's got that loft.
Yeah,
It's got that
you gotta
Brazilian
have
high water booty thing going on.
you gotta have it, otherwise,
It would just be flat.
right.
And that booty.
Yeah, like Renee and I are gonna get Callum's hoop skirt to go under his dress.
Oh,
And
yay!
because it needs it. It needs it. It needs that shape.
Now, see, what you need to do is you need to find a similar color fabric, then put like of a mauve kind of thing, cover it in a white lace so you can see it through it, and make a mask out of it for him.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's got a matching mask with lace on the edgings or something.
Totally.
You know, make
Well,
it frilly
I'm
to
going
go
to be
with.
getting a pink silk to make his split drawers, and lace to go all over that. So I'll get a lace that I can put on a mask, and I'll.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got to be. The mask must match the outfit.
Exactly.
It has to be
Absolutely.
matchy.
Absolutely.
Yes.
It's an ensemble. Really.
Well, and
Yes.
Jocelyn, you have leftover fabric of your caftan, right?
Oh,
So-
fuck yes. Yeah. No.
Got to make masks because we have to make matching masks and hats.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Well,
my
at least matching masks.
Hawaiian
would be-
print tailcoat. I already have a mask that I made to match it.
Yes,
Aw.
you did, Queen. Yes, you did. That's excellent.
So I can go shopping in my tailcoat and top hat with my mask to match.
I love that.
Fabulous.
I love it.
That is
Yeah.
awesome. Oh, and Jocelyn, guess how she sent me the elastic. You know how she signed the envelope?
How?
Evie Sven.
Evie Sven. That's great. That's
that
great.
awesome?
I love it.
I do
I love
too.
it.
I gotta make sure my girls have what they need to be safe.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sven. You're so good.
Yeah. I make
He's
sure you
like-
have your personal protective equipment.
Oh my God.
He's with me. Yeah, don't you know? I mean, he's just awesome.
I gotta take care of my girls. They're my money makers.
Yeah. He takes care of us.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Super duper.
Yeah, I offered you full medical coverage.
So
All my
thoughtful. So thoughtful, Sven.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It was
so
right to do.
you should know that the wedding dress bride is named Kunigunda.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
Yeah.
just so you know that
You're honoring my whole family.
I am.
And I got my T-Bunk tees this week.
Oh,
Edie Betts, the Magnificent.
I
I love them so much.
I love them
So much.
too.
They
are
sent
the
a
best.
sample of this Harvest Spice tea. Oh my God, I'm going to have to get a
good.
bucket of that shit, because holy crap.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah.
Smexy tea.
Yes.
It's caffeine free, so I can have a pot in the evening and enjoy it and just chill out. When I go to Utah to visit fam, I can take that because we can all drink it and enjoy it. And I can make sure my family knows how to tea duel.
Excellent.
Excellent. Bring the joys of tea dueling.
Right. I've already got Yogi and Rocky tea dueling. So I got to get the rest of the family involved.
I love it.
Excellent.
Callum is going to dig the shit out of it. Are you kidding me?
And
Heck yeah.
the fact that it might add some zangy flavor to your bicky.
See, now he just needs fingerless lace gloves to match, so that way he doesn't get them dirty when tea dueling.
Yeah.
I will look for fingerless lace gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
So
I got
cute.
the teens.
Exactly. See.
I mean, the kid buys himself a pink and lace dress because he wants one. Not for a costume, but because he wants it.
So cute.
Yeah, right, I'm going to get the hoop skirt to go with it.
Well, because you're a good auntie.
These
That's
other
so
people
good.
don't know that you got to have the hoop skirt to make it right.
Otherwise, it's
Well, what?
limp. It's limp, and you can't.
It's the sags. He says, well, I bought a hoop, and I sewed it, I tacked it in the bottom, and it totally makes a difference, so I see what you mean now. I know, right?
It gives it the structure and keeps it from dragging.
That's
Yeah,
so
Gotta
cute.
have that hoopy.
The ghetto hoop skirt is the hula hoop with straps.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
that's got the one hoop on it. These ones, the ones you get downtown, are for like quinceañeras, so they've got like 3 or 4 graduated sizes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Which, for the Lolita look, you really do need that.
Yeah.
yeah.
It gives oof.
You
Yeah.
do. You do. You need it. Oh, man. That's
Yeah.
so cute.
Yeah, my boy. And then, at Halloween, I'll go find him a pink wig.
Oh, yes.
He needs a pink wig and a tiara to go with that.
Of course.
Goodness. Absolutely.
Yeah, I will help him dress himself. But I'm going to make him the chonies.
It should be a dusty rose.
Yeah.
You know, that.
Say, look,
Not
right,
like
here's the deal.
that
When you dress from the chonies out. You got to have the right underclothes to make the dress look right, or it just isn't going to work.
And
No,
also
it's not.
function properly.
Right.
I will teach his ass. That's my job.
It is your job as his aunt. Absolutely.
As his aunt who understands these things.
Heck yeah.
You wear the right underclothing.
So, Kelly, you should know that I have now ordered my rainbow dice fat quarter so I can make my own fucking rainbow dice.
Do they not have some fantastic ones?
They do. I might have gotten a sparkly, glittery unicorn one as well.
All right.
My favorites are so I'll only order, because, I'll order 3 at the most at one time, because, it gets pricey. So, and then.
Yeah. Well, the fat quarters, since you can do a sufficient number of masks that way, the fat quarters are not a bad option.
I know, but I want so many of those pretty.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, I feel I've always resisted buying from Spoonflower because it is spendy. But those are some great prints.
A lot of times, and whenever they have a sale on fat quarters is usually when I buy, more. Because every once in a while they do have sales on fat quarters.
That's excellent.
So it's only $6 or something.
Oh, Jesus. Well, please let me know.
Once in a blue moon. I will, actually, because I get their emails. So if
Good. So my dinner is out for delivery, and I'm going to go grab a drinky. Do we want to do the RPG a day thing when I get back with my liquids?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
All right. I'm going to go grab my drink.
Perfect.
Beverage.
I'm going to cover up my sewing machine.
You should. It's your baby.
I know. I keep it covered.
You have to keep a sign to keep Freya away from it.
So tomorrow I'll need you to put Jocelyn's in the car for me.
Or you mean tonight?
Yeah, either way. I'll be dropping it off tomorrow after my dentist appointment.
Alrighty. Which is easier, the backpack or behind the driver's seat?
The backpack.
Okay, I have returned and I have my hard cider.
Woohoo!
Yes.
I'm kind of jealous.
Got my hard cider. Store. And I got home and Brandy had made salmon and green beans and French fries. So I ate lovely foods.
Yes, Mom asked me what I wanted for dinner tonight, and I went with one of my favorites from childhood.
Yeah.
Pork chops smothered in mushroom gravy, baked in mushroom gravy, served over rice.
Yeah.
With green beans. Though the green beans are optional. That when I was a kid, it was always, it's just one of the comfort food things.
Is today your actual birthday?
No, Saturday.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the Mominator's taking care of you.
Yeah, it's been a really rough week. It's a short week for me.
Mm-hmm.
But of course they're like.
Yeah, the same amount of work.
No, extra work.
You have extra work and a short week.
Exactly.
Nice.
So, hey, Kelly, by the way, we're going to give you a whole new MU where we're going to move all these people in next week, and you're not going to have anything set up and no information. Oh, and by the way, when those agents go live, I'm going to be off for a week. Have fun.
And by the way, MU means a whole line of business for her.
Well, no, it's like a different site.
Boy.
So I have now 2 sites in the Philippines,
or
will as of next week.
Hey, hopefully they're doing better than our site in the Philippines, because our site's down to only one person helping us.
Well, the new site that I'm getting is in Cebu. My current one is in Bacolod. So I'm not sure where yours is.
I have to check again, because there's like 3 different sites according to their business name. But I forgot where Golda said she went for the actual site.
They call the city different things. So it's like, it could be, it's Cebu, but it's really Manila or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, like downtown is named different than uptown.
Exactly. So it's like, it's very confusing.
Yeah.
Sort of like in Tucson, we just say, it's 4th Avenue, or it's down by the airport.
Yeah. But so.
But it's all still Tucson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, what?
Evie said, but it's all still Tucson.
Yeah.
It's not called, Bumfuck.
Bumfuck Egypt.
Yeah, which is a part of Tucson, but it's still called Tucson.
Mm-hmm. We have 5 different Bumfuck Egypts. One Bumfuck Egypt is Green Valley. The other is Oro Valley, opposite ends, north and south. Then we have 3 Points, which is now just called Del Sol area because the casino is more important than the 3 Points area.
Well, yeah, it's making more money.
It's just north of the reservation, but apparently it's where all the meth is now done.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
lovely.
The last update I got, apparently that's the place you go for that kind of thing.
No, thank you.
That would be because it was the super cheap property like 3 years ago.
It was, actually.
So everybody and their friends that doesn't like having a unified police department and likes to be out in the desert went out in that direction.
Brother.
I prefer something more centrally located.
Well, I'm pretty central here. Burbank is pretty much close enough to anything. But
true.
You know what? I'm looking forward to being out in the mountains in Utah.
So when are you thinking of going?
End of the year.
So we won't see you next August.
Well, by August, we're still not going to be able to go out and do stuff.
Well, I hope so by next August, because
next August, yeah.
Yeah, not this August. I mean next August. Well, actually more beginning of September. Because theoretically, we still have our ladies' cruise on the books.
There you go.
When is that planned?
The very end of August next year, early September.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Okay, I can come out here to go shopping that weekend.
I don't know if we'll do the shopping portion, but who knows?
Yeah. Oh gosh. And I'm still planning to go to that, but I think my time is going to be affected by whether or not Glenn and I go to Europe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We couldn't do that this year.
Mm.
Like everything.
Yeah. All these plans, we all.
Hello?
Hear you, Jim?
Can you hear
Jim
me?
having?
Yeah,
we can hear you.
Okay. Everybody just went like really silent all of a sudden.
Well, you said hello, and so we all waited to see what you were going to say.
I was saying hello, but nobody was. I was hearing just dead silence in the middle of you guys talking about the planning phase.
Well, because you said hello, and we like, what?
What?
Well,
we were waiting for you to finish.
Well, right now we can't go into any other country because all the other countries on the planet are saying, "Oh, you're from the U.S., you can't come here."
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
No entry.
Don't really blame them. I was talking to my aunt and uncle before gaming, and everything. The conversation with my uncle always goes really fine. The conversation with my aunt is a little bit more loaded because she's a Trump fan and she listens to Fox News all the time.
Oh dear.
And she's also dying, so I'm not going to be like arguing with her, but I usually do try really hard to avoid political conversations.
I get that.
She's taken to referring to COVID as just the flu. Well, it's just the flu. And I was like, listen, it's not the flu. And again, she's dying. If she gets COVID, she will die.
Yeah.
She will die because she's dying of lung problems, right?
Oh, then she is, hypersensitive to COVID.
She's extremely high risk. I mean, she's in hospice. Jesus. So, but she's definitely been drinking the Trump Kool-Aid. And so she's just like, oh, the flu. And I said, it's not the flu. Egg oil salesman is saying the same fucking thing. It's like there's not any sort of difference of opinion on the nature of COVID-19 unless you are a goddamn moron, right? So
which there are some morons out there. There are.
Yeah, including my aunt. So
idiots.
Yeah, so it's always very frustrating. But she was like, oh, well, do you have any plans, any trips coming up? And I'm like, no. There's a pandemic. Oh, well, are you dating anyone? No! There's a pandemic. It was just like the whole conversation went this way. And so we had to keep coming back to this conversation. And finally I was like, listen, things are bad in Arizona. They had to bring in refrigerator trucks for the extra bodies because the morgues are full. And I'm just like, how can you refer to it as being the flu? That doesn't happen during flu season. Maybe that happens during the Spanish flu season in 1919, but it doesn't happen during flu season anymore. And he was like, oh yeah, that's happening here in Texas too. I'm like, so it's happening there in Texas, and you still think it's no big deal? Oh, my God. Okay,
Mom got the flu shot today, as a matter of fact.
Good. Lord.
And her pneumonia shot, I think.
Mm-hmm.
She got 2 shots.
Well, she was at the pharmacy, yeah. She'll probably be feeling like poop tomorrow. But that is far better than her catching either one of those.
Right?
Mom, yeah.
Especially right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, you got to have the strongest freaking immune system possible.
Yeah.
I worry about the mom.
She's good.
Yeah.
She's good about wearing her mask. So
Good.
as a matter of fact, I'll be making her a secondary one. Well, she's got a couple right now, but only one with elastic. So tomorrow is one of, hers is in the black batch.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. The black thread batch.
Darling, when you need more elastic, you let me know.
I shall. Because I've got a stack of cut and interfaced and to go. As a matter of fact,
when I go downtown on Saturday, I may get some white elastic, just because it's nice to have a variety.
Yes.
Oh, what? Meta.
Yeah, well, because you get the 144 yards for like $20.
Oh my God,
awesome.
That's amazing.
So sending you 15 yards is not a big deal.
As a matter of fact, for Patreon, I am making a black and gray mask to give away for one of the patrons.
Oh, that's nice.
It's Dice. It's one of the here, I'll show you the fabric.
It's fabric.
Let me get it out. Lined with super soft old t-shirt or pillowcase fabric. So it was originally black fabric, but it's over time it has become just this gray, of so many washings and stuff.
Great. I like to get like for patterning and stuff when I don't have any muslin. I'll run over to Goodwill and I'll pick up an old sheet, like a king size sheet. It's amazing what you can cut out of that shit.
So I have cut 3 masks out of this fabric.
Oh, nice.
And I have enough, I think, maybe for one more, if because I'm not pattern matching or anything.
Oh, that's great.
Since
fabric.
it's a random style. I got this.
I like it.
I got this for Jim. I let him pick. I had a bunch saved, and I asked him which one he'd prefer, and this is the one he chose. And I can get one more mask out of this fabric.
Oh, Kelly, just random. Do you want me to put your bag out that has all of your your dice tray stuff in it?
Yes. Oh my God, that would be awesome.
Yeah. Okay, I will do that. We'll do the trade off.
Yes.
Wave at each other through the window.
That's a small project that I can make at home. Because literally, you saw my space. That is my cutting space, and you can actually see the iron in the first image that I sent. That's on the edge of the bookcase, and I fold that thing over and move the machine over a little bit, and that's where I iron.
Girl.
Although I'm going to clean up the room a little more and hopefully put the ironing table in here.
Okay.
And me, right now, I've got the table open and bags and bags and bags of stuff because I have to set up 165 tool bags.
Oh my goodness.
Ouch.
Pretty.
But I haven't got the fabric yet, so I'm sewing all the bits and pieces.
Hey, it's nice when you can, do some of the prep work.
Well, it's all prepped, so it's just once I get the pieces, I mark them, sew all the bits down, sew them up. And I've calculated I can probably put together 10 a day once all the parts are together.
Oh, that's good.
So basically, it'll take me a little over a month to do them all, but I'll have well over $1,000 coming out of that.
Ooh.
Which
That's
makes
really
me a happy girl. Makes me a very happy girl.
It should.
Yes.
So you're paid per piece?
Yeah. The big ones I get paid $13 each. The little ones I do for $5.
Cool.
Well,
I mean, it's not commensurate with my regular hourly rate.
Yeah.
It will be once I move back to Utah. But yeah.
Oh, well, that's good, girl.
Because, if I can do 100 in a month of the big bags, that's over $1,000 right there. That's rent.
That's
and food.
Great. And food.
Yeah.
Plus, I've got a job waiting for me.
Yay.
So good.
Kids, I mean,
So
Connie
good.
calls me up and she goes, "Okay, bitch, when are you gonna be here? Because I got some freaking work for you. Bitch, you need to pack your shit up and get in the car." It's like, hello, bitch. I told you. End of the year as soon as I can come. She goes, "I need you to come and fucking work for me." I love her so much. She's
That's
awesome.
awesome. That's awesome.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So like, I've got work for you. I have a job for you. And it starts at like $15 an hour, which is half what I'm making now. The cost of living is like a third.
Yeah, but that's pretty good for, like Utah or
Utah, yeah.
Cost of living there's a whole bunch lower.
Oh, hell yeah.
Southern California, for sure.
Uh-huh.
Cake! Come on! Come on!
What are you doing,
He's
Cake?
He's across the house. He's across the house and he's just crying forlornly. Cake!
Like, someone come rescue me. I'm trapped by an invisible force field.
Cake! Come on! Oh my goodness. All right, well, we should do the RPG a day thing.
Yes, we should.
Okay, so RPG a day, basically it's a one-word prompt, and we somehow relate that one word to RPGs, because, and I will warn you, this year's list is totally crazy pants of random words.
It's weird.
It's totally weird. So today, word is going to be rest, as in like long or short rest. At least that's how I'm interpreting it.
Yeah, for sure.
Or does that mean GMs and players should rest before a game?
Or is
on what
a
game
is that
a rest?
Or is a game a rest from the rest of life right now?
It's definitely a respite.
That's true.
That's a good perspective on it. Because how many of us are doing it to get, out of the regular humdrum COVID lifestyle? Let's game!
It's like in the store, at the grocery store, I had to go get some stuff for lunches. And I'm at the store, and I'm going, I gotta hustle out of here because it's D&D night. The guy looks at me, he goes, what? It's D&D night. I go online and we play our D&D game. Oh my God, I haven't heard of anybody playing D&D for years. I go, where the hell are you? Because we're all out there.
Exactly. I was even going to use that same term. But,
there's a shit ton of us. All you got to do is you go online and you say, are there D&D games around here? Or you go and get Roll20. There are games and they will find something for you.
Yeah, there is a finder. And, the rest of the world is gaming.
That's right.
Like, you need to get out there, and it's like, no, I have to go kill some demons to make the world safe for the rest of the world.
Right? Well,
it all rests on our shoulders.
And I have to play D&D to maintain the rest of my sanity. Such as it is.
Yeah. There's not much left, so we have to do this.
It's a short rest.
It's a very short rest.
It's definitely, like, even starting last year, it was nice to see the whole RPG renaissance start. Of new games were coming out, more people were getting back into gaming. Folks were saying, I haven't gamed in years, now I want to game some more.
Well, I walked into the Kathy's to pick up a machine at the end of last week, and I had my purse that has a D20 stitched on the front of it. And so they were unpacking it and going to test it to make sure everything worked. And the gentleman who was carrying it for me, he's like, the D20. And I'm like, yeah, because I'm an RPG gamer. Didn't you notice my mask? Because I was wearing my rainbow mask with all my little D&D, stuff on it because it's pretty and it's fun. And he's like, I haven't played D&D since I was a kid. And I'm like, really? There's lots of us out there. We play online, I was telling him about Roll20 and TGG. TGG does a D&D boot camp. I don't know if they're doing it right now, but
unfortunately with the COVID thing, they're not. But as soon as it's released, they said they are going to get back to it.
Yeah,
that's right
on. Callum and Gavin want to play D&D with me.
We could do that. Do they have?
I think the thing is, Jim mentioned a gaming renaissance, and I think that's been going on for longer than just the past year. I feel like the last decade has really seen a lot more enthusiasm every year and more people playing. And also within the community, there has been more conversation about how D&D is not just the land of straight white guys. The rest of the world also wants to play. Like, queer folks, people of color, women, we all want an opportunity to sit down at the table and also to feel welcome and to feel like we're not going to face, sexism, racism, homophobia at the table, that we're going to be treated like the rest of the group. With respect and with equity at the gaming table. So I think that conversation has sort of made an increasingly fruitful community for there to be this kind of renaissance. Like,
definitely.
If you continue to have a community full of gatekeepers who are unwelcoming and people who don't want to make space for new players and people who don't want to make space and hold space for people who look different from themselves, then your community is going to stagnate and eventually it will die.
It withers and dies a slow death.
It will rest in peace, right?
Or in pieces.
It will rest, but it will never recover its power to do anything. It won't recharge any of its magic.
I hope you're getting this, Jim.
I'm definitely getting this. I mean, after all, let's be honest. Let's look back in the early gaming days, like I can say from like my early gaming days and Kelly's early gaming days. Why does a group that was once upon a time looked down upon as being gamers, would they exclude anyone to join their love of RPGs? I'm just going to say.
I don't get it.
Personally, I've always had diverse gaming groups. That's just because you guys know me. If I'll be like, talk about RPG to place, and a person says, I want a game, and I'm like, here's the time and place.
Okay.
Just show up.
Okay. Come on in. Plenty of room.
There's no reason for gatekeeping or excluding in any way, shape, or form in RPGs, because, damn it, we all need diversity. Diversity lets you thrive.
I mean, how often do you have, a band of pure humans go out and actually do anything in D&D?
Ew, pure humans.
No.
All of a sudden someone sets the sun and nobody can see.
You gotta have a variety.
I have to agree.
Why not start with that variety in RL?
I mean, I agree with you, Jim, and Evie. The diversity is a strength, and having the many perspectives from many walks of life, from many different kinds of people playing your game makes for a better game. And a richer game, a more welcoming game, a more lively gaming experience. And so I do want to play with other people, but also as a person who is a woman and who is queer, I want to come to the table and feel like I'm gonna be okay at the table. And that is definitely not the case at every table that I've sat down to play at. So it's really nice to see this conversation happening and to see more of an emphasis on making tables a welcoming place for people to game, whether they're virtual or real life tables.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like it's not just for one group, it's for all the rest of us.
Yeah. And just looking at some, like with 5th edition and the earlier ones, they already started including more diversity in the illustrations. So I think it's been progressing forward, and I think it's really trying to take now, instead of just steps, it's trying to take leaps to include and be more sensitive to the rest of the world. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you've heard, they're going to be revamping, and I think they're starting with the Ravenloft. Is it? Which one are these? But they're going to be, they're actually bringing in consultants for sensitivity on like the Romani and stuff, how and getting their perspectives on, because gypsy is a negative term, so
it's not just negative. It's a very bad term.
Yeah, exactly. But what they're doing is they're taking existing material and they're going to be re-releasing it, but that it's been reviewed. They're trying to make it more sensitive. Now, I know you get all the people who are like, it's just an excuse to make more money, or, it's just an excuse to do this. It's just,
Yeah, but the people that are doing that are not part of these groups.
Exactly. And I think that it shows that they are willing to move forward. And by the fact that they're bringing in people to get that perspective, says a lot.
Yeah, it does. It does.
That they're at least acknowledging and, evolving.
Well, and it also... Oh, go ahead, Evie.
It's important because it needs to be accessible for everyone, not just young white teenagers.
Or young white 35-year-olds.
Who used to be
dudes.
Simply
at 35, I was still a teenager.
55-year-olds.
Right. But no, I think it also speaks to how the persistence of the community that has spoken up and spoken out and pushed back on the different game platforms and game designers has been really effective in starting to initiate some change. And I also think that D&D is such a powerhouse that when they start to change things, they have an effect on the rest of the gaming community, right?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Point, actually. Yeah, because if you think about it, they were kind of the first, so they kind of set the stage initially. And you're right. I think that when they start making adaptations, others sort of follow suit, or they see what others have done and they're like, you know what? We never thought of that. Let's look into doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They're willing to do that.
We've had so much stuff happening in the last couple months, especially for sensitivity to other people in real life, that I think that's starting to spread out, and different companies are recognizing that there is a problem and they want to make a change to make it better in their specific area. And I think we're going to see a lot of that.
And more people are saying, you know what? It's not cool. That's not cool. More people are, they may have always thought it was not cool, or, but now they're actually saying it.
Well, there's a reason why I'm buying Ben & Jerry's ice cream again.
Right? Oh, Ben & Jerry's.
I've always liked them, but the fact that they get out front and going, yeah, let's go get our asses arrested protesting and shit.
They're great. They're very vocal. But no, I think the other thing, and Jim, I think you see this too, because we're both on Twitter and we both use a lot of social media, and I know that I follow a lot of gamers and game designers in the gaming community on Twitter, and you do as well. There have been a lot of people who've worked for Wizards of the Coast, who've worked for these different gaming companies and platforms that have been speaking up about their negative experiences as people of color, as women, as queer folks in these communities who have been working as professionals behind the scenes. And that has been sort of a spearhead for the change as well. So not only are the people who play these games speaking up, but the people who make them are like, you know what, being a Black person, or, a queer person, or a woman, or whatever, working on these games, I was always treated as a second-class citizen, not like the rest of the team. And so that's been starting to ripple through the community as well. I think it's hard. It's some big changes, but in the environment of Black Lives Matter and all of the unrest right now in society, I'm happy to see these changes being reflected in gaming.
Yeah. I think it's awesome. society at large and a lot of these office buildings may not be recognizing that they're fucked up, but our worlds do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're all warlocks, and I'm a warlock because I work for a major conglomerate.
You've sold your soul to some elder god,
As you do.
You get your stipends of daily spells, Continue to pay your tithe, and here's your spells per day.
At least I can work in my own space now, right? I have my own cauldron. I don't have to commute. This is another realms.
You could just call the demons you. That's nice.
Hi, I currently warlock from home. How can I cantrip you today?
Yes. A funny idea is if that really were a game setting, if you could just put your webcam and microphone inside the pentacle and call the demon to your webcam and be like, yeah, man,
you don't have to come all the way here. Just answer my question.
Yeah, I don't know if you've been maintaining social distance in the realms of hell. I'm not sure what your hand washing regime is down there.
Hey, love will kill anything.
So I just thought we better have this social distance soul exchange. It's not anything about you. Just
sulfur is known
just
to be a
being
cleansing ingredient. It's in a number of, it's in a number of.
I'm just saying. COVID-19 hits. Nobody wants to go to the Lord of Pit of Pestilence. Nobody wants to go near him. Just saying.
Well, there's a reason.
At least the rest of us don't.
The rest of us don't.
It's already here. We're done with that.
All right. Well, should we give it a rest now?
The rest of the world, the rest of the community, the rest of everybody that wasn't included. We've been talking about rest all along.
Yeah, we've been talking about the rest of us who have for a long time been treated like we're not welcome.
I like that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's resting in your hands now.
Oh. It all rests with you now. Oh.
No responsibility, no pressure.
No pressure. Oh, he likes some pressure. That's why he's true. They like that. Mm-hmm. It's a weird thing.
Just likes control.
I don't know. When I'm DMing, it's not because I like the pressure. It's because I like being able to shape a story and lead people through that experience. And I have a vision of what I want the story to start out with. So I try not to hold on to that too long because it
happens.
It never remains once the players are involved.
Yeah. When they give players free reign, they break it.
Yeah. Free range players, what can you say?
Well, yeah.
Herding cats can be easier sometimes.
This is true.
Well, you just never know what players are going to get up to once they get rolling.
No.
I mean, even us. Okay, honestly, Jim, did you think we were going to, negotiate with the water spirits?
I did not see that coming, no.
There we go.
Yeah.
For RPG Day 2020, that's a really good place to wrap it up there.
Thank you for listening to the Creative Play and Podcast Network. And feel free to enjoy our other shows, such as D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, and Scion Ragnarok and Roll, a Scion hero to Ragnarok story. Thank you for listening.